Today we will continue with the important topics called analytic functions. Analytic function, it is also called as the window functions. Okay, the window functions. And I could see that couple of my students, those attended the interview in the past, right, with analytics companies, even for data science job, the as part of the online test, they've asked about the analytics functions, Windows functions, how to use window functions to solve certain problems. Okay. And also, this is very much helpful. Forget about interview point of view, even in the real world scenario. You don't have to write lines and lines of code. So this will simplify your task in terms of performing aggregations based on some window and all. Okay. So now let us understand first of all. So what is analytic or window function in SQL Server? Okay. This functions, right? It allows us to perform calculation across a set of table that are somehow related to your current row. Okay. Now, for example, you want to display the region-wise sales. Along with that, if you want to display the running total for the running total, or if you want to display the total sales along with each and every transaction, if you want to display it, that is possible with the Windows function. We have something called over function and rank function, dense rank function, and row number function, entile, and percentile. Okay, if you want to divide the data set into a specified number of approximately equal parts, that is what your percentile, isn't it? And lag, lag and lead functions also available. First value, last value, and cumulative distinct and percent rank. We discussed about rank and dense rank as part of DAX, right? Same as that one here. The rank function, it assigns a unique rank to each unique or distinct row within a specific partition. Whereas the dense rank, it assigns a rank to each row within the partition, but without any gaps in the ranking. That is what dense rank. Okay. Anyhow, we will. Okay. What are the advantages of using the analytic function? Like I said, right. Unlike aggregation, so in the case of group by, we can do aggregation using group by class. You can do aggregation sum of sales on a specific region or specific quarter. If you want to find out the total sales, right, you can do it. But in the case of window function, it returns a single value for each row from the original data set. That is not possible with, that is not that much easier with the traditional or conventional SQL queries. Okay. So these are the built-in functions. What are the different built-in functions are available? Over function, rank function, lead function, lag function, entile, cumulative distribution, and percent rank, row number. These are the various types of analytic functions are available. Not necessarily you should be familiar with all the things, but the most popularly used one are rank, partition by rank, over function, rank function, lead, lag, and percent rank, and row number, first value, last value, dense rank. These are the most frequently used and popular window functions that are available in SQL Server. Okay. Now, the analytic function is not specific to SQL Server. It is available in almost all the RDBMS. To my knowledge, in Oracle, the functions are available. The same functions, almost all the functions are available. Okay. We'll start with understanding what is over function partition by in SQL Server. So here is the syntax for the over function. Okay, so over, for example, you want to find out the sum of sales over order by class and rows or range class. Okay, so you can combine the count, sum, max. So these are the aggregation functions that you can use it in conjunction with over function. Okay. First of all, what is the over function? Why we need to use over function? If you want to display the aggregated value or summarized values along with the non-summarized values, That kind of situation, the over function is really, really, really helpful. Okay, I will just show you some example. I'll jump into this one, the SQL Server. Here, I just use the use demo DB. Deciding here. Okay, I'll keep this here. Use demo DB, because in the demo DB we have a lot of in my case, okay, I have a lot of tables are available. Go, okay, and I just click on this. Currently, I'm in the demo DB. As you can see here, accounts table and product dimension, customer dimension, and sales table is also available. Almost many, all the tables are available. So what we will do is we will start with writing a basic script to check whether we have enough data is available in the sales table. Yes, this is enough to understand the concept. And here what we will do is I'm going to use select region, comma, okay, region, comma, sum of sales amount, okay, sum of sales amount column over function from, I'm not using any other options. I just use over, okay, from my sales table. Okay, here I just say the sales amount also. Sales So what is your understanding here? It simply displays each region transaction level, each region, how much sales we made. Along with that, it gives me the totals. It's if you add all the, if you total the values that are available as part of sales amount column, you'll get 1,600, right? So over function is helpful to perform the aggregation across the rows. Okay, so across the rows it is doing that. And also look here, this is the aggregated value, total sales. We want to display it along with each and every transaction. That is possible, but with the conventional way of writing queries without the over function, it is very, very difficult, right? It is possible, but you need to write you need to write multiple lines of SQL queries. So in this case, it is pretty simple. Okay, it makes our life pretty simple. It is very developer friendly, right? This one. So if you want to, so there are some requirements. Yes, there are some requirements. They want you to display the total amount along with each transaction. Each transaction. So in that kind of situation, this is very much helpful. Okay, and yeah. So here, yeah, in the traditional way of writing the query, how will you do it? The conventional way. If you don't have the over function, what you have to do it? So you need to write another thing here. Select sum of sales amount from your sales table, right? You want to display it. Will it work here? So here, if I do it this way, this is the conventional way of writing, right? So here you need to use the select statement from sales, the same functionality. Okay, I just put go here, and followed by this also I'll put go here. Press F5. Both of them produce the same output, but here you don't have to write, use multiple select statement, right? So with a single select statement itself, you can do the total here. Okay. So next one is what is the next thing we can do it? So and also you can use something called partition by. you have some option called in the, look here, inside the over function, you can use partition by also, okay? Partition by, and 1 second, I will just show you here. Okay, I am talking about this an over function, partition by class, order by class, and all the things you can do it here. And here we have something called order by class, okay? Partition by, order by class, here over, okay? Order by, you can use something like order by also, order by. North comes first, right? North comes first. North comes first. So when you use this one, what is happening? In the north alone, okay, look here. When I use, okay, we'll keep the previous one here as it is. If I don't use order by, if I simply use the over function along with the aggregated function sum here, it gives me the total sales along with each transaction. But the second one, what it does is, since I have used the order by region, in each region, what is the total sales? It's kind of a partition, kind of a group by. So in the north region alone, we have 4 records. So if you add these 4 values, how much? 800, 900,000, right? And the south region, you have 600. What happens is it gives us the running total. You have some requirement like this, okay? Give me, it's a window, right? Window of operations. So in the north region is considered as a window, and another window is your south region. But with this option, you can give the running total here, okay? Yes, 1 second, I will show you that one. Your question is, I don't want that running total to be done. I want only the, yeah, so you can do it that way also. So that's where we have something called partition by option is available. Partition by, we can use region here, okay? In this case, region. Partition, okay, there is a spelling typo here. F5. If you wanted to display the total sales value for each region, if you want to display the total sales by region along with each transaction, that is possible with this query. But in this query, what happens? It gives us the running total by running total by region. Understood? So that is the difference between these two. So hope I answered your question. Anwar, that is what your question, right? Yes. So partition by, you can do it. And why always some function? Yes. To answer to this, you can use average, any aggregation function. For example, you want to display the sum of sales amount, and okay, and what I will do is I'll just take the same thing, copy, and then comma, min of, not min, average. Okay, we'll use average sales amount over partition by region. Okay, so let's see what happens. Sales amount. Okay, the year, I don't need this one. Sum of sales amount. So average sales. If you see here, we have 1000, right? In the north region, total this is 1000 divided by 4 is 250. And in south region, 600 divided by 2 is 300. So you can use average. Likewise, you can use the minimum sales and the maximum, min, max, everything. Okay, you want to view the count, right? You'll try the count of sales amount here. You can see that in the north region we have 4 transactions, in south region we have 2 transactions. Yes, we can give alias here. Okay, here you can give as total sales by region. You can give that one. And here you can give the average as average sales. Yeah, likewise, you can give some meaningful name. If you don't give that, it will display something like no column name. That is weird, right? So you can include that also. Likewise, you can use other aggregation functions like minimum, maximum, those kind of functions you can use it. Okay. So okay, the next thing is what is the difference between over function and okay, here, yes, partition by class, order by class, and row. Okay, so your question is, okay, your order by, right? So how to use order by? I just copy this one. I just yes, here I just go here. You can use order by also, or you don't have to use it. Okay, order by region. You can give it as a region. Yes, so the same, right? You can combine the order by with the region by also. And here you can specify something like descending order, something like that. Okay, that is one advantage of this one. And here the partition by anyhow, here it doesn't make any sense, right? Region descending order. Okay, here yeah, yes comes after yes, sorry, yes comes after N, right? North region. And here what we will do is order by sales amount. We can use this way, right? But what happens here is, in this case, since we have mentioned the sales amount, order by sales amount, now it is taking into account of this one, right? Sales amount descending order. If you see here, 500 and then 300, 800 and plus this 200, 1000, right? See here, it doesn't make any sense. Ideally, you can use the partition, the group by name, okay, region, region itself, we can use it. So it gives it. So now the question is, what is the difference between group by and partition by? Yes, see that you give it a try. So the question is, within this north region, we know the sales amount needs to be sorted by. So for that, what you do is, that's what your question, right? Okay. So here you can use order by. The outside you can use order by sales amount. But if you use this one, right? This one is overriding the window functions output. Okay, so here in the north 500, 400, 600, north itself it gives us, okay, order by region ascending, you give it as something like that, ascending, and sales amount by descending. Yes, now it works fine. So this answers your question, right? Anwar, you can give it a try like this. So it works fine. So, this is how you can produce the output, right? Sometimes, yeah, you may have to sort this data in the descending order. And at the same time, you want to display the, again, if you specify the sales amount here, right, it will confuse because partition by is something like group by. You remember in group by which column? Categorical column, we group it, isn't it? Country is one of the categorical column, and quarter, year, month, these are your categorical column. Okay, so this is the query is very much helpful. Now the question is, what is the difference between group by and partition by? With group by, we get a limited number of records using the group by class. For example, you are doing business with 4 regions, north, south, east, west. When you use an aggregation function along with group by, no matter how much volume of data you have it will return only the 4 records, north, east, north, south, east, west. And along with north, east, west, it will give you the totals in each region, right? Whereas in the case of partition by, we get all records in a table using the partition by class. So you can do the group by using the partition by also, but the group, the grouped values, the partition values wherein you applied the sum function, the sum of sales amount on this region column. Okay. And along with that, it will display the sales amount at each transaction level also. It displays the, the total. That is the important difference between group by and partition by. And also group by, it gives one row per group in a result set. This is what I discussed. It gives aggregated columns with each record in the specific table. That's all. Okay. That is the difference between these two. Next one is we have something called row number function. Same here. So what you do is you just select the same thing here. Not this one. Instead of using the sum function, I'm going to replace that by row number. That's all. But when you use row number, you don't need to pass any argument to it. Row number, look here, it is available already. That's all. The open parenthesis, closed parenthesis, that's it. And when you do this, it assigns the unique number for each group. So partition by is kind of a group, right? In each region, you group it by region. So here all the norths are grouped together. Within the north, it gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and south 1, 2. Even you can use the row number function also along with the previous, in the same query itself. Here itself you can use. Okay, so comma average count, comma you can use row number. So that one will give you a quick idea how many number of records are there in each region. Okay, you can use count function. Count function itself gives you the 4 or something, but you want to display 1, 2, 3, 4 serial number for each and every row along with that. So in that kind of situation, you can go for row number. Okay, and let us do one thing here. I have region, and let me just check. Select store from sales. We have only the product is there. So we have one more column is there. What I'm going to do is, so I'm going to select the same thing here. And here, partition by, instead of region, I'm going to use the product column. Product column and order by region. Now order by region. And here I'm going to remove the descending and all. Let it be there. And here I just say, okay, let it be there. This step is not required. Okay, so here what we'll do is yeah, region, comma, product. Only then we can compare it. This time we are doing the partition by product, not by region, but order by region. Okay. So region by default, see in this case, what happens? It is doing the group by on the product tree. All the product Yes got grouped together, and then it displays the corresponding transaction sales amount, and then the 1, 2, 3. Okay. In product A, we have 1, 2, 3 products are there. In product B, we have 1, 2, and product C, we have 1. Okay. Within product A, we have, see, product A, we sold it in both north as well as south. This one is in ascending order. Okay, that's all. This is how you can use row number with more than one. So you can use the row number function by grouping a product and ordering it by the region. So two text column, the region and product column, more than one text column, categorical column. How do I use it to partition? This is the classic example for that. Okay. And what other thing we can do? The next one is the rank function. I'll just go to the move on with the rank function. We have something called rank function. Same thing. Okay, I don't have to go to PowerPoint for each and everything. It's pretty straightforward. I just the rank function. What I will do is I just okay from sales go. I'll replace the row number by rank function. That's all, guys. It is that much simple. And here I start with simple one, partition by region. Okay, do the rank by sales amount. Rank must have an overclass with order by. Yeah, here in the case of rank function, you have to use the order by. Okay, order by. Yeah, we want to see the sales amount, right? Over order by. So what is the learning here? Whenever you use rank function, make sure that you are sorting the column. You are sorting the column for which you want to do the ranking, right? Based on which you want. For example, here we have done the over order by sales amount, right? So 100 sales amount 1 1, both of them are similar. It gives us rank 1. And okay, order by sales amount, let me do one thing, descending. Because the highest value sales amount should be given higher rank, right? So 500. So this is very important. Okay, this is a bit tricky also, right? So 5 out of all the things, the 500 sales amount is the highest one, hence it is assigned rank 1. Second highest one is 402, rank 2. And third, fourth, and fifth. In the fifth one, we have two similar values are there, right? For the fifth rank has been assigned to two transactions, 100. Okay, and this is how you can do ranking. Okay, and we have dense rank. What I do is yes, Anwar. See the that one. If I do it everything, what you are going to do, right? So that is an assignment for you. So here the question is within the region, do the rank by product. Okay, you won't do the nested ranking. Okay, that you give it a try. Okay, and here I'm going to use the dense rank. Instead of rank, I'm going to use the dense rank. Okay, okay, 1 second. I will try that one also. Don't worry. It gives me the same output, not much difference. But here we don't have some more records. For example, if you have a product D and product C and E is there, what will happen is if the product in D and E, if that has 80 or 60 values, in the case of rank, what will happen is instead of assigning 6, it will assign 7 when you use rank. Here we don't have the data, but when it comes to dense rank, it will not skip the rank. So this is called tie. You remember in DAX we discussed, if you get the same rank for more than one record, so that is called your tie, right? So whenever the tie happens, in the case of rank function, it will skip the next rank. Instead of displaying the 6, it will put the 7, the 6th will not be coming there. To overcome that, we have something called dense rank function. Okay, so dense rank function, even if there is a tie happens, it will not skip the rank. Okay, for the subsequent records. Okay, your question is, yeah, I will do it for that also. Nested thing, right? Okay, select. Can I use partition by in the case? Yes, you can use partition by here. For example, here I'm going to use partition by. We can do product the same thing. Partition by product. Sorry, a spelling mistake. Partition order by sales amount. Okay. So in this case, what happened? Each product, it does the grouping. So within the product A, which one is the topmost sales amount? 500. It assigns rank 1, 2, 3. Okay. In product B, 1, 2, and product C. So this is how you can do the nested grouping. Okay. You can do the group. So you can do the ranking with the nested one. Okay. Specific column alone. If you want to do it, you can do it. Okay, partition by region and the sales amount. You need to use some numeric column here. Okay, you cannot use the text column here. So your question is okay. Anwar's question is, can I use instead of sales amount? Can I use region here? If you do it here, it will work here. But partition by product A. And in this case, what happened? Product A we sold in 2 different regions. Since you did the order by on region also, what happens in the south region, 200 is the highest one. It gives us 1, right? And whereas in the product A, right? So, but you need to look at the group by on the product only, right? So product A order by region. Okay, product A gives us 1 and product A gives us rank 2 in north region. Okay, because you did the group by on, so order by on the region column. Okay, order by descending. I will just remove the descending. Okay, yeah. So now it is pretty clear here, but here also the same issue, right? So the sales amount 100, 500, 200. You remember in the previous query, I addressed this one. Okay, you can try this one. So here what is happening is in product A, it is doing the group by. So it groups all the 3 records, but within the 3 records, you are doing the order by on region. In north region, what is the sales amount, and the south region, the second rank 2. So in this case, the same as this one. Look here here I have used this one. Here, it is not required. By default, it is doing the ascending order. Sales amount descending. Okay, within this. This is what your question, right? Yeah. So here it is little bit. It gets confused here, right? So here, what happens? Okay, you need to specify the region explicitly here. but it is not doing the partition by product, right? So it is getting we are getting mix of this one. It is not giving the correct answer. So here the sales amount descending. Okay, you will go by this one, 112. So here ideally, right, in the order by, it is confusing, right? Sales amount. You can give the sales amount. That one will give you the correct answer here. So we don't have to overcomplicate. And here, order by descending sales amount. Yeah, now it is doing a perfect job. In product A, it gives us 1, 2, 3. 500 is highest one and it assigns the rank as 1. In the south region, we have only one record, whereas in north region, we have two different products. And since yeah, here also it is causing some, yeah, product C is but you need to look at only the product here, not the region. Okay, product C, it gives us the rank 1 because in product C only one record is it. Product B, we have two records. Since 400 is the highest value, it gives that. Okay, now the assignment is you just give it a try. Okay, here product A, in product A we have two north. Within the north region, in product A, give me the rank. For example, north we have 500, north we have 100. Okay, and in south, so this one should give 1 and this one should give 2. And south, it should give a rank 1 because in product A, south we have made only one transaction. It should give the rank as 1, right? So what combination you give it a try? So I tried almost all the combinations. It is now, it is your time now to do that one. Okay, try that one. Okay. So next we have okay, let me do one thing. Next, what else? So row number function, it gives you the sequential, it generates or it assigns the sequential integer number to each row and within partition. The row number always start with 1 for the first row and then increases by 1 for the next row onwards in each partition. These are the things that you need to remember it. Okay. So this is what we have seen it, right? Partition by region and then region sorted. And then the third step is row number function provides unique sequence regions of this partition. Okay. So once it encounters the next region, the south, the row number sequence get reset to 1 when partition changes. Partition in this case is region in this example. Okay. Rank and dense rank we discussed already. So this is the syntax for this partition by and order by. And in the case of rank, the order by is must required. That's why you remember this. Okay. First value and last value functions in SQL Server. So in this case, the partition by is the optional thing, but order by is okay. This is not that one. Sorry, this shows something else. First value and last value. See, first value. I will just show you the example here. Mm, requires one argument. Okay, first value function and over partition by here the sales amount and comma first value. The syntax is correct. Region product and okay, what I will do is Function requires one argument. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here it is correct. First value region will give it this way. Here it requires some value argument. You need to specify some argument, otherwise it will not work. So this one is not returning any value. So yeah, so sorry, no column name, but here it gives me north, the first value. If you want to display the first value for the entire window. See here we did the partition by product, right? So all the product A will get grouped, all the product B will get grouped, and then all the products C will get grouped. And against each group, it display that the first value of the column. So in this window, product A window, right? Which one is the first value? North. In the second group, what the first value? South. And the third one, north. If there are some requirements, in each window, you display the first value along with the each transaction, right? So in that kind of situation, the partition by is very much helpful. What kind of scenario? This is the one. So Anwar's question is, what kind of scenario? What exact scenario we can use it? Is this how we use it in real world scenario? See, there are some scenario you want. Okay, take for example order date. You have something called order date, right? So order date. You want to display the order date, first order date, along with the first window value. For example, order date 1st September. 1st September, what is the sales amount? And 2nd September, 3rd September. Along with this, you want to display the first date, okay, the 1st September, so that you can get a quick idea about this one. So what is the first order? When was the first order we received it in each group? You will get to know that. When was the first order we received it, right? So in that kind of scenario, you will be using that. Next one is we have something called lead and lag function. I will just, okay, for that, I'm going to use our sales fact table. Select star from, because here it is not sufficient. Sales fact table, it is there here. Okay, here we want to do, okay, we could have used the same thing, anyhow, not a problem. Okay, select, we have order date, order date, comma, the sales amount values, the sales amount, comma, I'm going to use something called the lead function. Here's something called lead function. In the lead function, I'm going to use the sales amount. Over, here I'm going to say order by order date. With this query's output itself, you'll be able to understand what exactly the lead function, how this lead function is. So next, so basically it will display the next sales amount along with the current transactions, current sales amount, okay, from sales fact. So there are some requirement. You want to display the current transaction sales amount, right? You want to display the next transaction sales amount along with the current transaction sales amount. Execute. See, the next one is 200, right? 200 displayed along with the current transaction 540. And 170 is the next transaction. You want to, sometimes what will happen if you want to compare the current and the next one, this is the one is pretty much helpful. And similarly, you can use lag function. The lag function is the previous value. Instead of next value, you want to display the previous value. Okay. I just make it lag. This is my lag, and then Hmm. Yeah, I think you cannot use it this way. Incorrect syntax near the from. Okay, one second. Lead function. Sorry, it is correct only. I think I made a mistake here. Okay, better I will type it. Let's say you have the order date, comma, and you have the sales amount. Sales amount is each transaction sales amount will get displayed. Along with that, I want to use the lag function. For example, lag function and lag on sales amount. Display the previous sales amount along with the current transaction value. In this case, so partition by is not required. We will use order by. Okay. Partition by is no, it's an optional. Okay. Order by order date. But the order by is mandatory. It is required. You know this one as previous sales amount. Here I did not close it. You need to use the closed parenthesis. I did not close the parenthesis. Whenever you use the parenthesis, make sure that you have both the open and closed parenthesis. An incorrect syntax near, over function as previous sales amount, lag of sales amount over order by order date, correct only. Yes, from sales fact. Order date, sales amount, comma, yeah, it's correct only, right? Level 15, line 74. Line 74. Yeah, here I put some nonsense thing. Okay. So what happens is the for the first transaction, there is no previous sales amount is available, hence it puts null. And for the second transaction, 200, the previous amount is 540. And the for this transaction, right, for the third line, the previous record is 200. Okay, same way you can display the lead also here. You just copy this and then put the lead here. LEAD lead. Here you should remove the comma. I did not say some amount, and this is your next sales amount. Look here. So this one 540, 540, 200, 200, right? So if you want to display the previous sales amount, so you can do it this way. And or if you want to display the next sales amount along with the current one, 540, along with that, the next one is 200. So lead lag functions will give you the lead, as the name suggests, the previous value if you want to display to the current one, or if you want to display the previous along with the, previous value you want to display to the current, that is your lag, and lead is next value. If you want to display the next transaction value along with the current transaction, you can use the lag function. It's a lead function. Okay. And what else we can, yeah, I covered almost all the important and most frequently used the functions here, right? Yeah, rank function, dense rank, and they'll ask you the difference between rank and dense rank. In the case of tie happens, that kind of situation, the rank will skip the rank, whereas and that to address that kind of situation, you can use the dense rank. Lag and lead function also we have seen it. It is used for comparing the value of current row with the value of the previous rows. And here the next one is lead function. Okay, here I've given the detailed one and the same thing, lead, and that's all. So this is pretty much about the most common. See, I covered almost all the most frequent. The end trial and cumulative, you can give it a try. Okay, so this is the one we don't use it much, and percent rank also we don't use it percentile. Okay, so row number we have seen first value, last value, dense rank, and lead and lag function. Almost all the wide, popularly or frequently used analytic functions we have seen it in today's session.